Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. Have you heard an add-on called CubeSter for Blender? So basically, CubeSter can turn image into some kind of 3D objects. It's almost like a 2.5D voxel art, and you can actually see one of the results here at Sketchfab by Bart, and that's probably the original image, but it's already kind of pixelated. It's almost like a Lego like image. Let's try actually create something similar. I'll be using this Mona Lisa painting. Let's drop it here. And let's open up Blender. So you don't actually need to install CubeSter because it's already inside Blender for many years. Not many people know this. I only find out recently when I turn on this Add Advanced Objects. This is actually almost kind of hidden. Either I think it's probably this one, but there's another one here with object panels. So I turn on this Add Advanced Objects, and that's actually turn on CubeSter. This is CubeSter Add-on inside Blender. It's pretty interesting. Let me quickly save this. So CubeSter. This is an add-on. It's not like kind of node setup, but I will show you. Sverchok also have something similar. So this is the default. Let me quickly load the Mona Lisa painting. So okay. So Mona Lisa painting loaded. This is the defaults, all the default setting. We can invert the height, but for now just generate CubeSter mesh, and let's enlarge it. So by default, it's actually kind of creating this nice, kind of like a really low-res Mona Lisa. This is actually kind of interesting as well because it has a vertex color, right? And if you kind of open up node editor, this is if you are in cycles, you want to use nodes, and let's use a attribute, and let's just use diffuse or emissions instead. We use call there because the vertex color is called call. Plug this in. We're gonna have like some kind of low-res Mona Lisa. This is actually interesting in itself. See, you might have seen this kind of artwork on the street of Sydney. Yeah. Anyhow, there's a famous artist doing this on the street, and anyhow, you can actually decrease the skip number of pixel. Let me quickly reduce the number. So let's try 32. So we go half less. Generate CubeSter. We have much higher resolutions. Let's look at the result. This one is kind of nice. It's averaging the color as well for you automatically. So let's go even lower, 16. Create CubeSter. Actually, it's a good idea to keep all the same size, maybe 20 by 20. Hold option, type it. Oops. Okay. Okay, now we have this Mona Lisa. We can go even higher, but I think this is pretty much explain what's going on. You can use plane, whatever, but this one generates just a single object. I wonder if we kind of smooth it, what's gonna happen. Okay, so it is actually made of bunch of block. You can separate the block if you like. So we go even lower, generate. It's pretty fast as well. So it's almost like an instant pixel art if you like. Let's make this 10 by 10 by 10. This one 20 20. Actually, this one can be 12. 40, 30, 20, 10. Wow. Okay, something like that. It's really cool add-on that's kind of hidden inside Blender. You see, this one looks almost like a new kind of art, even though it's really started from here. It's a nice pixel art, and you can actually use animation as well, image sequence instead of single image, so that's cool. There's also audio. You can provide audio and it's gonna generate 3D for you. I wonder who made this. I think Meta and Doctor or someone else. CubeSter Add-On. Who made this? You can have a look. But basically, Sverchok add-on has something similar if you like. Image Decompose, I believe. You can load the Mona Lisa, and then this gives you XYA, alpha, and RGB, and the polygons. You can skip pixel, similar, and load it. I often use this node, and I often fail to correctly generate it for some reason. But I think this is how you do it. And you get you don't get the polygon right away. So you get a bunch of points, but it needs some kind of color. So we need to, oh, okay. Now it's generating the polygon, okay. And the color needs to go there. It fails, it needs a RGB instead of RGBA. But the A is actually hidden here, so vector output combine RGB color out MK2 or color in. So RXYA, this is the alpha, this is RGB, so vector out from RGB goes into this guy. Use alpha, this goes in there. This guy use alpha now. Face or vertices, I think it's vertices. So this guy now has SV color. Just rename it, oh actually, rename it to color. Now we can use the same material as a CubeSter. This guy will generate this Mona Lisa. Is slightly different. Why? You know, because this one generates a single plane where it's coloring the vertices. You can definitely turn this into this guy if we just simply transfer the color of each vertices into a box. So that is already, I've done this a couple of times, and still whenever I'm doing this I have to think a little bit, but it's getting faster every time. But it's simply you can simply transfer the color into the cubes. Basically you need to instance the cubes, and then also you need to scale the cubes based on the value. But yeah, you got it with the CubeSter. If you want to recreate it using Sverchok, by all means, it's a really fun practice and you will learn something. There you go. Even the working, what's actually going on inside the image Decompose is actually interesting. You can dig inside the nodes and look at the code. That's what's really cool. So yeah, I think say we need to use vertices, not face, because of we are really get the color for the vertices, not the face. But you can always change that. Okay, that's pretty much what I want to talk about. There's a CubeSter add-on inside Blender all these years, and I just found out today CubeSter. It is one of the advanced objects, but there is more, and we probably gonna look at it at some point. All right, thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.